Tzu Chi volunteers personally deliver winter warmth to 27 different families in Liaoning province, China. Jing Si food products are transformed into delicious vegetarian food by Tzu Chi volunteers. I'm Sean Scanlon. This is Dai Headlines. Let's get started. This winter, the COVID pandemic began to affect Liaoning province, China. To avoid public gatherings, which can lead to more transmissions, more than 40 Tzu Chi volunteers went directly to 27 families to present them with winter supplies. They also delivered special blessings to them from Tzu Chi volunteers around the world. Here's more in our story.
遇到这个慈济开导以后，我们眼泪也没有了，心情愉悦了。哎，一切东西就像有依靠的似的，像有家的似的。
In the cold winter, even if the sun is shining, the weather is still cold. Under 0 degrees Celsius, Dalian Tzu Chi volunteers are sending winter supplies to every household.
These are the thick jackets for your family of 3. These are for you and your son.
Bi Yuying, who suffers from severe Parkinson's disease, has been staying in bed for a long time. Volunteers assist her in doing rehabilitation. Now she feels hopeful for her disease condition.
If I recover, I will join your team, just like what you do, giving of myself to help others.
And Li Peng, in a family with all 3 members falling ill, expresses his gratitude to volunteers through a handwritten letter.
We came across Tzu Chi 2 years ago. When we were in despair, it was Tzu Chi volunteers who helped us pass through the difficulties. Nothing can express my gratitude.
Zhu Yanli's family suffered a fire half a year ago. Volunteers continue to care for them. In addition to giving them a $540 monthly subsidy for living expenses, volunteers also provided them with spiritual support.
Our Jing Si aphorisms are very useful in calming you down, especially after you do some thinking and incorporate in your daily life. When I come again next time, I will bring some Jing Si aphorisms here.
Before leaving, volunteers sit on the bedside of the couple and encourage them, hoping that this strength will accompany them during recovery.
In Kaohsiung, there's a Tzu Chi volunteer, Wang Anxin, who once led a very difficult life. When she was 17, a bike accident hurt her spine. It led to lifelong physical challenges. Despite all the sufferings in her life, she stayed strong and insists on walking the Bodhisattva path, seizing every opportunity to serve. Let's take a look.
Among the group of people, there's a small-sized volunteer with a curved spine. It is as if she has suffered a lot when she was growing up in her original family.
My elder brother is mentally unstable and my second brother does not work. My father committed suicide. My second brother was in a bad condition after he got drunk. All of the responsibilities were on my shoulder.
戏路人生，起来这个舞台上，咱所要演的是什么角色？承担你的家庭行孝、行善，袂用的等无量义经迄个时，也是为着。 When
I was 17, I rode my bicycle and fell into the drainage ditch, which caused my spine to misalign.
Although the burden she shouldered became heavier as days passed, but she never gave up in life.
I was pregnant 4 times, but all of them ended in miscarriages. It has been really tough and challenging. Therefore, I started listening to the Master's teachings. Whenever the teachings touched my heart, I would burst into tears. I have suffered so much in this life because of the karmic consequences of the previous lives.
Although life has been tough, she is very contented because she listens to the Dharma. She treats all the sufferings she encountered as lessons.
We have such a great path right now and the chance to listen to the Master's Dharma. So we must not back down when challenges arise.
Her family members initially did not support her, but seeing her so hardworking in doing good deeds, her actions have touched everyone.
When my mother is doing Tzu Chi works for the past few years, she has been very happy and I feel that it's very meaningful.
She is a very humble person. She always cares for us and our working conditions.
She is very brave in shouldering responsibilities. She also seizes every moment to serve.
Although she might be small-sized, she's never afraid of challenges. Wang Anxin has been very brave and living her life to the fullest.
Although my spine has been deformed and I'm shrinking as days passes, but I think that these are all unimportant external factors. If I'm able to have good health and continue to do Tzu Chi's work, I am willing to serve until my very last breath.
In Kaohsiung, there's a recycling volunteer, Lai Junli, who has only one leg. This led him to once lose hope in life, but after doing recycling, everything changed. Let's take a look at his remarkable story.
Standing onto the stage with confidence, recycling volunteer Lai Junli looks the same as any ordinary person.
Due to an accident, I lost one of my legs, but this did not affect me. I had a change in mindset. I used a positive attitude to change my fate and to turn my life for the better.
因为自在会当转变人的心境。是啊，不只是用累积，会当转变人的心境。
Back when he was 22, he met with an accident while he was serving in the army. He fell into the lowest part of his life, but for the sake of his family, he had to stay strong and face the challenges.
When I opened my eyes, I've already lost one leg. That was the lowest point in my life. I finally let go of the pain and told myself that although I have lost a leg, I need to work even harder than others.
In order to find the once bright and optimistic version of himself, he started doing recycling work.
Back then, when I heard that I need to walk 100 meters to do something, I'll be unwilling to walk. But after volunteering for 3 years, no matter it's climbing up and down or carrying items, or even walking for 1 kilometer, it's not a problem at all.
Although the sponge-made prosthetic leg looks much better, it is truly uneasy when he's doing recycling and sweating all over.
I've made another prosthetic leg which does not use sponge. Although it doesn't look like a real leg, I don't mind at all. No matter rain or shine, this prosthetic leg is good for volunteer work.
I encourage my husband to head over to the recycling station to volunteer. He immediately agreed as he thinks that is a very meaningful thing to do. Ever since, he has been very dedicated into recycling works.
After indulging himself into the recycling mission, his once black and white life is finally full of color.
Doing recycling works has truly benefited me. Sometimes when I'm doing recycling works, I even forgot that I only have one leg left, and might even jump down and walk around. I will only realize later that I only had one leg left. Doing recycling truly makes me happy.
Although he has only one leg left, he's able to stand firm. On the path of doing recycling, his life has become more complete.
In 1994, when Li Shuzhu was cooking at home, a gas explosion occurred, causing facial injuries and blindness in her right eye, along with severe burns to the palms of her hands. She suffered a stroke in 2014, and her movement was affected. Although she received a disability subsidy, her living expenses were insufficient. Tzu Chi volunteers started to accompany her and care for her in 2018. Here's more.
Anyway, it's boring at home, so everyone can chat together over there. I think that it's better to pass the days that this way.
She has always been in that small suite, and also she has mobility issues. That's why she cannot easily go out. If no one gets her, she will always be in that small space. Her left limb is completely paralyzed, so her left hand hardly moves it now. So when I am with her, I will try my best to let her use her left hand, using her part of her left limb. The focus of the visit was on empathy. Today, we care about a case by looking at the part she has, rather than looking at the part she has lost, and seeing whether her other values can be created or not.
其他的价值能不能把它创造出来？ 来，再来这2块钱的到这边哈。好好好，感恩。好，还有你跳哦，你有够跳。跳，好。哎，你手可以当做运动。
哦，就是这个竹筒嘛。
早上上班的时候也会有人抽啊。
你坐公车的时阵是吗？
对。
啊。
你用铁拽给人抽哦？
没有，我都拿在手上。
No, I will hold it in my hand. They will automatically come to put. I didn't recruit the Tzu Chi members. I do my own way to collect the love.
你没有会员，6级来租者就过来，那你没有会员，
你就跳呢。
In Hualien, there's a group of volunteers who specialize in using Jing Si products to make delicious and healthy vegetarian dishes. To promote these recipes to more people, they made 50 videos teaching others how to cook vegetarian dishes easily. Let's take a look.
I was once a florist. 7 years ago, with the encouragement from the Dharma masters from the Jing Si abode, and also the urge to inherit my father's good cooking skills, I decided to invent desserts and dishes using our Jing Si products. It is the 8th year we are having this event right here. Today, we have also prepared a variety of delicious dishes which are all made from our Jing Si products. These products are all made and developed by Dharma masters at the Jing Si abode. The promotion team has headed over to communities, schools, and organizations to organize Jing Si cooking lessons. This year, due to the pandemic, the master has said that in times of great disaster, we must be ever more mindful in promoting vegetarianism. So, our team of sisters have worked together and filmed a series of cooking videos, hoping to make good use of the power of social media.
让更多人可以看到我们的净食料理。
5、4、3、2。
今天我们要为大家介绍的是，因为现在茹素的人常常会遇到2个问题。
For vegetarians nowadays, they are facing 2 major problems. One, they are afraid that by eating a vegetarian diet, they will be malnourished, and some of them don't know how to cook vegetarian dishes. Even if they want to be a vegetarian, they are unable to continue for the long run. So we thought of using Jing Si products such as Jing Si instant rice and noodles, and also the nuts and berries to create delicious dishes. We can also use the Jing Si multigrain powder, the latest soy powder, curry powder, and the vegan cooking powder. Combining with the seasonal fruits and vegetables, we are able to make delicious and nutritious vegetarian food.
做出营养丰富的健康素食。
We have a total of 50 different videos teaching different dishes. There are main courses, desserts, and also some other dishes, no matter it's sizzled, cooked, stirred, or deep fried. There are a variety of choices for everyone to choose.
就要开始来包水饺了啊！那我先示范包一个给大家看啊。我们因为我们还要记所有的。
Because we need to note down all the ratios of the dishes and record the whole cooking process. Therefore, we will have some slangs or speak wrong things. In the end, we just write everything down on a big piece of paper to remind ourselves on how to add Jing Si products into our dishes to make them even more tasty and nutritious. This is very important as we need to be mindful and to get the ratios right. Every step we must be very mindful. From buying vegetables to all prep work to the whole filming and plating process, every step is very important.
每一个程序我们都要非常的用心，希望大家跟我们一起用心手做，安心享用。
It is hoped that everyone can cook the dishes themselves after watching our video. We also hope that everyone can adopt a vegetarian diet to protect sentient beings. Our team will also try our best to learn more so that we can share some healthy and delicious vegetarian dishes with everyone.
想看卖，咱来想看卖，卖食草柑有影袂使。甲滋味的心食在心内，众生一定痛甲笑嗨嗨。
New Taipei Municipal Shuangxi High School is a diverse and well-developed school in northeast Taiwan. It's infused with the love of digi-volunteers from the Jilong and Shuangxi area. Funding from industrialists transformed an old warehouse on the first floor of the school into a Jing Si reading room. Here's more.
New Taipei Municipal Shuangxi High School, the only a diversely developed school in the northern east of Taiwan, has a lot of scholarly frequency. Jing Si reading room is nearly completed, with 52 square meters, a small space for large use.
The space here can give me a sense of freedom, and then I can read a book quietly.
If you can use reading, you can learn to relieve stress. Maybe your answer will come out.
Immerse yourself in the book. Not only can you sweep away the worries, the space can also be diversified.
Our courses in the daytime actually require a lot of room for elective classrooms to promote the new curriculum. Then with the Jing Si reading room, we can combine reading and class to become a diverse classroom. And also we can use the space for some community activities during holidays.
It was funded by the general manager of Heguang Industries that led to the establishment of this reading room. He also added substantial encouragement to those who love to read.
As long as these kids are willing to read books and they write a little experience, then I will provide a little bonus to promote the willingness to study.
The meaning of the establishment of the Jing Si reading room is the sharing of great love. Education is also a kind of sharing. In addition to taking care of our children, Shuangxi High School also has a high connection with the locals.
Turning over the old classroom and injecting the new elements will have the opportunity to turn over the children's future.
In our continuing series on education, today we look at those pursuing undeclared majors at universities. Recently, universities have set up undeclared major programs so that students can learn in a flexible way with more freedom. However, many employers are unfamiliar with the concept of an undeclared major. This means that such graduates may face difficulties while looking for jobs. Let's learn more about this problem.
大部分人其实还是都没有听过不分系，很困惑。然后说这个要干嘛，或者是那为什么不去读原本的系就好了？这样工作不是很难找吗？
National Cheung Kong University's alumni Wu Hualien diplomat notes that she has a bachelor's degree from undeclared major, which emphasizes on psychology. This means that she has studied more courses in psychology. However, she did not get a bachelor's degree in psychology.
This year, I have had job interviews at different companies.
Entrepreneurs who are more elderly do not understand undeclared major.
Businesses are unfamiliar with college undeclared majors. During Wu Hualien's job search, she faced people's skepticism.
What is undeclared major? What have you learned? They must have doubts about our professional skills.
说我们的专题，这是我们的毕业证书啊。
Hualien's college research topic, the job she looked for, and even her weekend document volunteer work are related to environmental protection.
希望我们未来是可以有干净的水和卫生的。
我知道她有做一些跟
I know she is doing things related to environmental sustainment. She cares about the topic and she cares about society.
也在意，就是说她会关心社会。
3 months after Hualien's graduation, she has found a supervisor who recognizes her skills. Her supervisor believes she has gotten a hold of future directions, and it does not belong to any major.
被局限的人
I like to use the Buddhist term karma to describe people who have been hindered by their original occupation. Without the hindrance, your path is wider.
你会更开阔。
At the graduation ceremony for undeclared majors, the person standing in front is Cheng Menglian. However, before school started in her senior year, she transferred from undeclared major to psychology major.
很多人都说你多自律，你就会多自由嘛。然后
Many people say that being self-disciplined, you can enjoy freedom. The undeclared major is a free place. If you're not self-disciplined or have your own thoughts, you could feel very lost. That is my case.
里面还更彷徨。 那就是我。
Undeclared major was so free that Cheng Menglian felt lost. However, she does not regret having studied in undeclared major.
我出去不会是觉得部分系不好，所以我才出。
I transferred to another major not because I think undeclared major is not good, because I was in undeclared major and tried different courses. I have the courage to step out and try things I think I should do.
出去做我觉得我应该要做的事情。
Cheng Menglian has postponed her graduation and started to intern at a big company as a 5th-year student. Seeing the situations of graduates before her, she has seen the difficulties in job search before graduation.
Businesses cannot tell the meaning of undeclared major. If they're looking for a marketing personnel, they can scan the resume and search for the keyword management. Without the word management, businesses do not want them.
I hope that the educators can promote undeclared major so that people will understand what undeclared major graduates have learned.
其实大家都觉得不分。
In fact, people think undeclared major is more generalized. People think that they need a degree to tell people that they have professional skills. However, I think that future talents should be able to accomplish tasks. If you can do it, to me, you're a talent. This is an expression of ability.
这个就是能力的呈现。
While educators are nurturing students whose skills cross different fields, businesses should also catch up. This way, students' abilities can be recognized as they pursue a brighter future.
Hualien Tzu Chi Kindergarten held a 2-day talent show with each class participating, showing everything from balanced nutrition, sports, lifestyles, as well as dance. We leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.